Good morning, friends. I am Professor P.R. Jagtap from D.Y. Patil College of Engineering and Technology, Kolhapur. So today we are going to study the unit number 5 related to design of bridges, which includes substructure of a bridge. So substructure have abutment, pier and approaches. So these three components are included in our syllabus. So before that, we will see the pictorial form of the bridges. So if you see, this is one of the bridge, and these are the various components of the bridges. In that, this one is the abutment. So the red color indicates the abutments. So abutments are present at the end of the bridges. So as this is the width of the bridge, so these are the two piers, this is the length of the bridge or span, and if these two are the at the ends of the bridge, there is a footpath. So approach, so this one is the approach from where the vehicles are moving on the bridge, and they will go like this or in this way. So approaches, so this is vehicle movement, so this arrow indicates the vehicular movement in this direction or in this direction. So the abutments are connected with these wing walls. These are the wing walls at both the ends of the bridges. So these are the basic components of the bridges. So we will study one by one the three parts of the bridges, that is abutment, the piers and the approaches. So let us start with the abutment part, which in this figure the red color indicates the abutment, which are present at the end of the bridges. So the substructure of a bridge are designed to support the superstructure of the bridge. That is, superstructure of the bridge can be supported by the substructure. So it includes, the first one is the abutment. An abutment is a structure located at the end of the bridge, and the basic functions of the abutments are supporting the bridge deck at the ends, retaining the approach road embankment, and connecting the approach road to the bridge. So supporting this embankment, that is the main function of this abutment. Again, connecting these approaches to the main portion of the bridge, and retaining the approach and supporting the bridge. So these are the main components of the main functions of the abutment. So there are different types of abutment. The selection of particular form of abutment depends on the geometry of the site and size of the bridge. The simplest form of an abutment is a wall of considerable thickness provided with bridge footing arrangements at the top. A major difference between a conventional retaining wall and an abutment is that an abutment is always associated with an additional wall called as wing wall. So here abutments are nothing but the retaining walls. So as these walls retain the earth material below these approaches, so these are nothing but the retaining walls. But the major difference between the retaining wall and abutment is the abutments have these wing walls. So what is wing walls? So just to retain this material, approach material, these wing walls are provided. So retaining wall and abutment, the main difference is retaining wall doesn't have these wing walls, but abutments have the wing walls. So the main types of the abutments are, first one is gravity abutment. The gravity abutment resists horizontal earth pressure from the rear with its own dead weight. To be stable, this leads to massive size abutments. These abutments may be of mass concrete or stone masonry. The gravity abutment is composed of a back wall and splayed wing walls. So if you see the figure of the gravity abutment, so this is the gravity abutment. From this portion the bridge starts. So these are the various components here. There is the foundation and other components of the gravity abutment. Next type of abutment, that is a U abutment. So as the name indicates, U abutment, here the top view you can see this forms a U shape. This is approach and this forms a U shape, therefore the abutments are called as a U abutment. So this is nothing but the U abutment. So when the wing walls of the gravity abutments are placed at right angles to the back wall, the abutment is known as U abutment. The name U abutment is due to the shape of this abutment. So these wing walls are connected with this abutment with a 90-degree angle. Therefore, this forms a U shape and they are called as a U abutment. The wing walls are typically cast monolithically with the abutment back wall and cantilevered both vertically and horizontally. So along with this abutment, these wing walls are casted. Third type of abutment is stub abutment. They are relatively short abutments which are placed on the top of the embankment or slope. Sufficiently rocky terrain must prevail at the site so that the stub abutments can support on the piles which extend through the embankment. So this is the figure. So where there is a rocky site area is there and where there is a foundations are not possible from the earth. That case we have to construct abutment on the piles. This is nothing but the stub abutment. Next one is counterfort abutment. A counterfort abutment is very much similar to the counterfort retaining wall. As all of you know, the counterfort retaining wall which have the counterforts as a supports. So this is nothing but the counterfort abutment. In counterfort abutments, a thin wall called counterforts connects the breast wall to the footing. These counterforts are spaced at regular intervals so that the breast wall is designed as a supported slab rather than as a cantilever. So if these counterforts are not present, this wall of abutment will be working as a cantilever wall. So to support this cantilever wall, these abutments are connected with these counterforts. So counterfort abutments are used when high abutments are required, and as this is as shown in this figure. Next part is the stability analysis of abutment. So the dimensions of the abutments such as top width, bottom width, front and back battens are fixed. These dimensions depend on the type of abutment, height requirement, depth of foundation, etc. So below table shows the top width required for the abutment. So this minimum top width of the piers or abutment, so pier we will consider afterwards. So the width of the abutment and a pier carrying continuous spans. So this is 3 meters, 6 meter, 12 meter, 24 meter, 40 meter and 50 meter span. And these are the top widths of the abutments are required. For 3 meter it is 0.40, 0.75 like this. This is as per this table, IRC 40 table, the top width of the abutments are fixed. In any case, the bottom width should not be less than zero point 0.4 times the height. So the abutment so designed must be checked for stability, and an abutment must be safe against overturning, sliding, eccentricity of the resultant with respect to center of the base, and maximum base pressure. So the stability against overturning is given by the factor of safety, that is summation of moments to resist overturning divided by summation of overturning moments, and generally accepted factor of safety is 1.5 to 2 against overturning. And for factor of safety against sliding is given by summation of resistance forces divided by summation of sliding forces, and the factor of safety against sliding should not be less than 2. The resultant of all the forces acting on the abutment must be such as to pass through point located within the central portion of the base of the abutment. The eccentricity of the resultant corresponding to this portion should be less than b by 6, where b is the base width of the foundation. So eccentricity should be less than b by 6. If the eccentricity is more than this b by 6, the tension will occur at the bottom and it may fail the abutment. So therefore, finally the maximum base pressure should be exceed the permissible stresses. The equation for maximum and minimum pressure is given by P is equal to W by B 1 plus 6E by B, where this W total width of the total vertical load on the abutment, B is base width of the abutment, and E is the eccentricity of the resultant force. So this is the formula for maximum and minimum pressure at the abutment. So this is about the abutment. In the next video we will see about the next part, that is pier. Thank you.